So the drills for my Stitches to Sparkle project are finally here. So we're going to walk through how I went ahead and placed the order and how we're going to kit up this really large shipment. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the Unfinished Projects Club. My name is Jen. Today's video is part of my Stitches to Sparkle project where I am turning a full coverage cross stitch pattern into a diamond painting. So in our last video, we went through how to go ahead and place the order for the quote, how to contact the company, what they want in regards to the order itself. So first we're going to start off with going out to the app again. All right, so here we are back in AliExpress in the messaging system. They got back to me, said that yes, we got your email, we got your order. Here is our list for you to confirm numbers. So I just checked the list against my drill count to make sure everything looked a-okay. So again, I just compared this to what was listed in the pattern as the stitch count. So once you've double checked that, you go ahead, go back, and they give you a listing and they tell you how many pieces to order to get the appropriate drills to pay the correct amount. So you go there, you hit buy me or add to cart, I should say. And I believe they said 86 pieces. So in your cart, you will enter the appropriate amount. And then just go through and complete the purchase. So this isn't about doing anything perfectly. It's just kind of walking through this process step by step. Like I said before, taking y'all along for the ride. There's lots of ways to do this. This is just the way that works for me. So, really not as long as I was expecting. It took maybe 2 weeks for these to come in. I was anticipating longer, so that was cool. So now that we have all of these beautiful, lovely drills, what are we going to do with them? We're going to kit this up. So I don't have stickers for this, so let's kind of take this step by step, shall we? First of all, let me get a pair of scissors. Actually, this is more of a box cutter moment. Haha, handy dandy box cutter. So the containers I'm going to use for our project here oh, come on now. I got this from Amazon, so I will go ahead and link in the description box below, but I have several of these pod containers. Let me open this up in a little bit just to show you. Most of you, I'm assuming, are familiar with these. You've seen other makers or other diamond painter creators use them. I just think for a diamond painting that has 90 colors, I don't have anything big enough. My Elizabeth boards are taken up already with Tinkerbell, so I think this is going to work out. Now, what these are those 4x4 pod containers. Each case holds 56 of them, and they just pop open. Maybe. Helps if you do it the right way. They just pop open. They don't hold a ton of drills, so some of the larger amounts are going to take up more than one little box, but I think for our purposes this is going to work pretty well. So I have a set of 5 of these that I was able to get on Amazon. Hopefully I won't need them all. I also went ahead and purchased myself a Xyron sticker maker. You may have seen these in use. You probably saw diamond painting creators use these more often in the past. These days companies have sticker sheets usually, but for this case what we're going to do is cut up the symbol and DMC chart here, or from the chart. Remember, this is Glistening Wings from Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't have a image for it, but I'll put it on the screen here. So what we're going to do, let me bring this up a little bit more, is we are going to cut out the symbols and the DMC numbers. Those are the 2 things that I am going to want on my stickers. So I am going to go ahead and use my paper cutter here and do some cutting and try out this sticker maker. I have not used it yet. Obviously, it's still all packaged up, but they seem easy enough to use. So yeah, we're going to give all that a try and then get these containers ready to go. We also have lots of drills to separate here, so I am probably going to do it like hundreds at a time. The 100s, the 200s. I only have one 200, so I'll probably do it with the 100s, 300s, so on and so forth. Just so I don't have drill bags everywhere, all over the place. But yeah, so what you do with this sticker maker is I'm gonna cut out these 2 pieces of information and tape them down onto a separate sheet and cut that down to size. It needs to fit in here. And then you just line it up, make sure it's going in straight, and pull it through. And you get a lovely sticker sheet. So let's move some things around and hop to it. Don't mind my paper cutter. It is well used and well loved. I used to use this all the time when I made soap. These old types, the guillotine type of paper cutter are more expensive than you would think. All right, so we're going to cut out the numbers and the symbols because that's all we really need for our containers. Okay. Making this as straight as possible. Okay. So get that. I'm going to get some double-sided sticky tape here. So yeah, just placing this on the back here. I think this would be the easiest way to get this stuck down onto our sheet of paper here. Again, there's probably much easier ways to do this. You could probably all copy and paste this in your actual computer, but I have a Chromebook and it's not always user-friendly for such applications. And as always, we're going to be fighting over the double-sided sticky tape here. All right. Sorry, I'm not talking much here. I'm concentrating. It's a very scary thought. But you can all see what I'm doing here, I hope. If my lighting is a little bit weird, it's because I'm filming this in the evening. It is around 9:30 at night. Everyone's asleep. But I've been kind of busy with work, with a training class this week. So I've not had a ton of opportunity to film during the day. So here we are. As it is, this is probably going to take a while. So I'm sure I'm going to be doing this in several takes. Yeah, I think it's coming up now. Maybe. There we go. And then I just want to line this up. I'm sorry if my head gets in the shot. Hopefully that's good. 1 second. It's as good as it's gonna get, y'all. So let's try this out, huh? A little bit more off there. So I know you got to get them going in straight, because if they start to go crooked, they get off kilter. All right, you pull it through and then rub. And supposedly, voila. Yeah, that back is sticky. So I'll just trim these down. I'm also going to line my boxes with some washi because I don't want stickers sticking to these for forevermore. And they were in upside down, so I'm just fixing everything. lining them all back up. Now, Ever Moment drills are resin. They're good quality, which means they're going to be staticky. A couple of these containers don't want to stay closed. That's always wonderful. I have some more of these though. Let me go get another box and exchange that out. These are the same types of containers I use for minis. And I have a mini set that I de-kitted. I just have not ripped the stickers off yet, but this one didn't have stickers on it, so we'll just throw that there. And washi tape is from Cocoa. You know what? I'm not positive this is Cocoa Daisy. It was with my Cocoa Daisy, but it might be from another company. I also recently got some Simply Gilded washi tape, so if this isn't gonna behave, as washi sometimes doesn't, I might try it. Go pull that out. The end is hiding. Okay. Well, hopefully this means this is some nice washi tape. It might not be. It's already wanting to come up, y'all. So this might be take one while I find some better washi tape. Well, maybe it'll be okay. We're going to try and not pass judgment. It might be okay. I'm going to trim off this end, though, that was misbehaving already. There. All right. So what I'm going to do is trim this down. This is the first time I'm using this, some of this stuff, y'all. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me while I figure all of this out. Is that gonna fit nice? What are we thinking? Look good? So I'm not gonna go ahead and put stickers on all of them because I need to go through and separate my drills because I don't know how many of these little pods, these little boxes that each color is going to take up. So we're going to start. I'm going to put you on time lapse while I go through and find my 100s and 200s. We are back. I am just double checking my counts. Thought that might be kind of smart to do too. The big packets if I remember correctly, have about, I'm going to correct myself. You'll see it up on the screen. I want to say 1,500 to 2,000. The small little packets have about 200 each, 150 to 200 each. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That should be good. That's probably more like 1,000 then. So the big packets have probably about 1,000. And that should be good. All right, so just checking my stitch count to ensure that they sent me the right number of drills. So let's have at this, shall we? The washi tape's already coming off. So chances are that's not going to last. Last time I've dealt with Ever Moments, like I said, they were massively staticky. So I'm going to try and prepare myself here with my dryer sheet. Dryer sheet and the tray trick. And you know what? These aren't too bad. Look at that. Stay. And one big packet does not fit in one pod. So we've learned that today. It might just, you know what? We're going to be daring. Come on. There you go. All right, so it did just. Okay, look at that. And we are off to the races, folks. I have my garbage pile that's going to start building up over here. I need to get a little garbage can. All right, these are all going to fit if one of those big bags fit. So then 158 will fit. I'm probably going to need a couple for 166 though. I am going to do these first few, and then I'm going to check in the morning to see if my washi tape actually stuck. If it doesn't, then I'm going to try a different brand of washi tape. So for me, this is going to be tomorrow at some point. For you all, it's going to be in a couple minutes after we're done with these. want to come out. There we go. Come on, join your friends. There we go. Don't worry, I will clean up this mess. It's driving me nuts too. And maybe the next time I film the rest, I'll have like a little garbage bag or something here. All right. Come on. There we go. $158. Ooh, you're gonna be fun. $158. I don't think I cut you open all the way. Did I? Did I? I did. Good. Well, sort of. But it is sticking to the bag. Big time. Yeah, so the drills are not in the bags in any kind of order. I mean, they're kind of sort of in order, but I did notice multiple bags of one color across several of the big bags, so they're not all like together. So that's why I was double checking my numbers here too, because I wanted to make sure I didn't have to go fishing through the rest of the bags looking for more 158. That I did in fact get it all when I found it finally. Now 166 is gonna need 2. Oh, we already have a couple stragglers. Lovely. I don't have high hopes for this washi tape, folks. It's wanting to come off already. Has to be difficult, you know? Can't just be nice washi tape. Why can't it just behave? I don't notice everybody else having this issue with washi tape. Is it just because I don't use good brands? What do you all think? Like, I put it down and it comes right back up almost every single time. I don't get it. Yeah, making a mess. I have a string or something here. That's annoying me. Oops. We need those, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, let's get fancy, shall we? I'm gonna so regret this. Are you taking bets to see if I'm gonna make a mess? You should be. Might be good odds. Grr, come on now. Out of the bag. Behave. Make me look like I'm a professional, please. Son of a biscuit. Come on, there we go. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm going to put that down right now. That is just an accident waiting to happen, y'all. Okay. Okay. And then we have our 208 because that was the only 200. And I am sure there's people, some of you watching this going, you know, Jen, there is so many other ways you could be doing this that are so much easier. And you would be right, I'm sure. But for some reason, at 9 o'clock at night, this seemed like the way I wanted to do it. Stay tuned to see if I change tomorrow. You know, knowing what the colors in the picture, I am surprised there's not more of the 200s, like the 209, 210. Those are all those purples, because there's a lot of purple in this, but apparently none of those ones. Alrighty. Okay, so that was just our first little batch. I'm going to be fighting with this washi tape for forever. So I'll be back tomorrow. It'll be quick for you, like hours and hours and hours for me. See you then. Hey everyone, welcome back. So it is the next day. As you can see, I gave up on the washi because no matter what kind I used, it was coming off the container. So all of you washi queens who can make your containers look cute, share your secret, because washi just doesn't like to stick to things for me. Anyway, I got the 100s, 200s, and 300s done. As you can see, there is a ton of 310. What else is new? And right there, a little bit extra. So I'm going to be moving on to the 400s next, but I figured you all don't need to be subjected to the hot mess express, as it were. Yes, I'm making a mess. The drills, static-wise, are not too bad. I did notice that in the bigger bags, there are those little poke holes. Apparently that does work, because the last time I kitted up drills from Evermoment, they were literally flying all over the room. So, yay, that's good. But yeah, so I'm going to keep on going. I will check in every now and again. I will probably get back to just showing you the process. It's kitting up. I mean, you all know how to do that. But filming the process once I have a little bit more space here. There's just a lot going on right now. Lots of drills, lots of containers, lots of tape, lots of scissors and things flying. So anyways, I will check back in a bit. Alrighty, everyone. So we are almost done here. I'll show you everything once I am finished, but I'm on my last 4 colors. This has taken me a few days, just kind of doing it in between meetings at work and stuff, and during breaks. I did end up sitting down and separating all of my drills by the hundreds during one of my meetings the one day. Just realized that that was going to be easier, obviously, duh, to have them just kind of made things go along a little bit faster. I'm thinking, sorry, looking at my 1, 2, 3, figuring out how many pods things are going to take. I've been pretty good about guesstimating that, so I'm not using up space needlessly. 2, 3. But yeah, we're on our last little bit here, and then I'll show you these colors. Now, if in the future you prefer to just see the entire kitting up process, let me know. This seriously would have been probably a few hours of your time. So I didn't feel you needed to put up with all of that. Static-wise, these drills have been pretty good, especially the bigger packets, like these sized bags. There seems to be holes in them, like I said the other day. And I guess that does help with static. I know that has been a theory running rampant in the diamond painting community. I think it's true because the smaller little bags that don't seem to have those holes poked into them are more staticky. It goes without saying. So I'm a believer in the hole. A little pinprick hole. Yeah. Still using my dryer sheet trick though, because I know how bad these can be sometimes. I haven't had any containers that look like they are going to need a dryer sheet in them moving forward, but that may change as, you know, I actually get into this kit or this painting. Now, when it comes to Stitches to Sparkle, if you remember from my last video and my Escape to the Moon whip and chat, what's going to happen is that each page of this pattern is going to get printed on a transparency film. So that will be our next step. Our next step will be determining the size of the print, because remember, the little squares in the cross stitch pattern need to fit our drills like precisely, so that we don't have needless gapping or drills popping off because the grid's too tight. So we'll go over that, and then we'll go over just printing off the page and how to put the glue on and all the other intricacies that are involved with this method. This is what I mean by the drills in the smaller packets being more staticky. They're like sticking to my nails and they just don't want to come out. I've made a huge mess over here. My floor needs sweeping desperately because there's bits and pieces of label paper and drills that went flying at one point or another. Plastic from the bags. You know how it goes. Come on. So, yep. But all that being said, I'm excited to start this. cannot wait. I love the colors. Wait till I show you. Wait till I show you the containers. I only ended up using 3 containers out of the 5 that I bought. So that's kind of cool. Actually, I have a wee bit extra, so I'm going to try and fit what I can in the next container. Yeah, what these big bags, basically it's 1 per container. Although in this case, I'm going to try and fit a little extra because I have a couple small bags. I've been able to get like 1 big bag in a container, sometimes 1 big bag plus a small bag. So that seems to be what fits pretty accurately, pretty consistently, I should say. Just trying to get this finished up and my big mess cleaned up because tomorrow is Saturday. And my husband and I usually play board games on Saturdays. Well, the Saturdays when we don't have kids. These are not board games that are for the weak-hearted. It's going to take us probably about 5 hours to play this game. A little bit longer than my attention span is good for, but it is what it is. He enjoys playing them, and I'm usually the only one willing to give him 5 hours to play it. So, yeah, I won't win. Don't worry. I never win. But we are getting all ready and hunkered down because we got a big snowstorm coming this weekend. We'll see how that goes. My son's school district basically said, yeah, we're probably not going to have school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so be ready. I'm like, it hasn't even started to snow yet, and you're already calling it? But they did make the teachers send the kids home with 3 days worth of work. So we'll see how many kids actually do it. That's what I was laughing about with it. I'm like, oh man, that would suck as a teacher. We used, you love snow days. It's a, you get to sleep in, don't have to worry about it. No, they're ruining it. They're making you like figure out work for these kids to do that you know darn well half of them aren't gonna do. Let's see if I can do this. Get these last few in here. Come on. All right, close. Yay! I kind of inventoried these as I went along since I didn't do it. I didn't want to sit down and do it on its own. I had the pages printed off with the stitch count, and then as I went through and found my colors, I just guesstimated based on whatever moment it says are in these bags. And it looks like I'm good. There's a couple of them I was a little questionable. Like, they didn't give me as many extras for like 1 or 2 of them as they did for some others, but I should still be okay. But this is by far been the most extensive diamond painting I've kitted up. Most colors so far. Because my other cross-stitch conversion, well, I don't know, Tinkerbell has a lot of colors. My Escape to the Moon, I think there's only 50 colors in that one. But there's a lot of drills. But with this one, there's 90 colors. And one little tiny bag left, and then we can call it finished. So yeah, this step has taken some time. It's all right though. It is totally worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Like I said, cannot wait to start this project. So you might be seeing the next video from me sooner rather than later. I have to sit down and plan out next month and figure out how I want to do it. But so stay tuned. I hope you will join me. Should be fun. All right. And we are done. I have a big old mess here to clean up. So 3 containers, 3 boxes with 2 rolls of containers left. Not too shabby. I did not put them in symbol order. I know some people do, and I really think that's a smart way to do it. But I did not feel like taking the time out to do that, to figure all that out. I'm lazy, sorry. All right, so let's look at these boxes. So here is box 1. We go from 154 through 730. There's one empty here because I just didn't want to start the next color in one box, but let's take a look at these colors. Beautiful. Box 2 goes from 743 through 955. There were a lot of 900s in this. And then again, our beautiful color palette. And then the last box went from 996 through 3854. Lots of blues and pinks in this one. Loving it. So these are the drills needed for this project. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you would prefer seeing a kit up video done differently, please let me know, because unless you tell me, I won't know, and I will just assume that you'd rather me kind of skip through the mundane part. All right? But I will see you soon. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we have a whip and chat coming, and then next Saturday, I will kind of wrap up the month of January and go into my goals for February. So I will see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.